watching CBS 2 News in high definition.
Whitney Houston's ongoing struggle with addiction was well documented, but was it what that may have led her down this path? CBS 2's Katie McGee takes a look now at Houston's inner struggles.
To the public, Whitney Houston had it all. Beauty, talent, fame, but appearances aren't always what they seem.
She was living this double life. She was introduced to the world as this cookie cutter, goody two-shoe pop princess, and that really wasn't who she was. You know, she was this down and dirty girl from Newark, New Jersey, and she was proud of that.
The latest edition of People magazine, out on Friday, takes a long look at Houston's life, revealing that the singer waged an ongoing battle between her public and private personas.
When she became Whitney Houston, it was too much to handle. She couldn't deal with the public scrutiny. She couldn't deal with not having a private life.
In her private life, Nippy, as she was known to her family, would sometimes joke about the dual lives she was leading.
She would put on this voice, this sort of, you know, white girl voice that the music community wanted her to sound like. And so in her small, intimate setting, she would joke about it, and she would put that voice on, and her family would be like, oh, you don't have to talk like that around us. We know who you are.
But Dr. Harris Straightner, a licensed psychologist and addiction and recovery specialist, says living a double life will take its toll.
Well, it destroys it. It undermines it. They lose themselves. It makes you feel like you want to escape. One of the things that people do when they want to escape is they look for something to change how they feel immediately.
Houston's struggles with drugs and alcohol were well known, taking her even further away from the Whitney she wanted to be.
There was a source that told people that she had this light in her eye, but when she was using, it's almost as if you couldn't even see into her spirit anymore. You know, the light just wasn't there.
Whitney Houston was also devastated over the loss of her voice and the negative reviews following her last concert tour. According to People magazine, Houston still believed that voice was inside her. Chris?
All right, Katie. Fans continue to remember Houston through her music. Since her death last Saturday, album sales have skyrocketed nearly 6,000%. Houston's greatest hits album soared to number 6 on Billboard, selling 64,000 units. Now, a week ago, only 607 copies were sold, and I Will Always Love You has sold more than 195,000 tracks. It's a candid and relaxed Whitney Houston.
Make us go downstairs and she would be singing with the little, and she'd make us get brooms and play the guitars and play the drums and all that stuff.
Coming up at 6 o'clock, the new unseen footage from a rare interview never released to the public, what Houston said about her home life and the moments that gave her the most joy. So we've got that coming up at 6 in just a couple of minutes.
Definitely.